Hello, everyone. This is Charmaine here, and I'm the dietitian that helps you reverse type 2 diabetes. And I have the amazing Jessica here with us. You can say hi to everyone, Jessica.
Hello, everyone.
Awesome. So Jessica is one of our participants in our Reversing Diabetes program, and I know you've seen amazing results. But first, let's start off with what made you reach out to us in the first place.
So basically, I had a high A1C back in October, and my doctor wanted to put me on metformin right away. And I did not want to start any type of medications or anything. I wanted other options. And at the time, I didn't know of any other options. And so on TikTok, I just started kind of researching diabetes. And then I found out that we can reverse the A1C number. And I came upon your videos, and something about you and your videos really called to me. And I started implementing some of the things that you had mentioned in some of your TikTok videos. And then I ended up running into a wall, and I'm like, I need more help. So I reached out and I did one of your meetings, and I decided at that meeting that this was going to be the right fit for me. And so here I am a few months later, and I have reversed my A1C into a normal range, which is right now at a 5.5.
Wow, that's amazing. And what A1C did you start with, if you don't mind me asking?
8.0.
Wow, that's amazing. So from a diabetic A1C to a completely normal A1C, right? That's
yes.
Amazing. So cool. And what would you say is something that motivated you to start this search of looking, okay, well, how can I, instead of just managing it, to reverse it? What motivated you?
I just really didn't want to depend on medication. And it really motivated me to have reversed my number after I found out that we could reverse it, after I was just on TikTok. I'm so about TikTok because I found this program. I found out ways to help myself. But one of the wake-up calls, I got my lab results in while I was at work, and I showed my doctor. I'm a registered dental assistant. And so I work for a dentist who's amazing. And I showed him my A1C results. He's like, girl, I wouldn't even place an implant on you with that A1C. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is scary. And so that kind of motivated me, but also not wanting to be on medication. So that terrified me, because medication just masks the root cause of things, which this program also has taught me a lot more other than just A1C, like insulin resistance, which people don't really know about. And I didn't really know about until I started doing my one-on-one coaching. And my coach that I was paired with here is amazing, Coach Cara. Amazing. She's very, very knowledgeable in this disease, and she's really helped me to understand it. So not only have I reversed my A1C, but I'm also reversing my insulin resistance number, because I was at a 12.1 and now I'm at a 9.0.
Wow.
My doctor wants me to get it closer to a 4. So we're working on that.
I love that. How does it feel to, first of all, to be able to get your results back and it's completely normal?
I felt like Superwoman. I felt really good. Very proud of myself. Tough to do. You need discipline. You need a good team behind you. Coach Cara and your team, and even you and Winston and everyone on the team, they're very accessible. Coach Cara, I would decide to go out to eat at the last minute, and I'm like, Coach Cara, I'm going out to eat. What do you suggest I should eat off the menu? And I didn't have the expectation that she would get to me right away, but she did. So it was really nice how quick and responsive she was. I never had to wait for a long time for any response. If I was at the grocery store, I'd send her a picture of the nutrition on something, and I'd ask her do you think about this? Do you have any other recommendations? And then she would break down the ingredients for me, and she would tell me certain things in here is probably not the best, but try this. So it feels really good when I got those lab results back. And again, with the help, the discipline and the help got me there.
I love that. And glad that Coach Cara came in clutch. And I think it's cool because any of our coaches. We don't require them to work 24/7. I think they just love their job so much. They just, that's like their social media.
Yes. And Coach Cara, she's very passionate about this.
Yeah, she is. And, you know, she's such a gem. And I'm glad that you got to experience her as well. I know when I'm hanging out with her, she's always like, if a client messages us, she's always like responding. I'm like, you don't have to respond so quickly, but she does because she is so passionate about it. And she's just amazing. So I'm glad that you're able to experience her. In your journey in reversing your diabetes, what would you say is your biggest tip for people that are looking to reverse diabetes?
It is very overwhelming at first. Just be patient with yourself. That is what I really learned, was to be patient with yourself. And you could go in with both feet, eyes closed, and cold turkey, like just do as much as possible, or just start with little baby steps, just implementing certain disciplines here and there. But patience, I would say, is going to be the best learning tip, being patient with yourself, because it takes a long time to get to that A1C, and it's gonna take some time to reverse that A1C. And I am still working on reversing that, and I'm still gonna implement my new lifestyle change that I've learned from this program. And yeah, just basically being patient.
I love that. I think that's huge. A lot of times we, you know, have these goals and we want to reverse it in a week, right? But like you said, it does take time for your insulin resistance to build up, right? Insulin resistance builds up 10, 20 years before you're ever diagnosed with diabetes, right? So be patient with yourself. And oftentimes when you're patient, you'll be surprised by how powerful the nutrition and how quickly your body heals when you're patient. When you're impatient, you're like, when is it going to happen? But when you're patient, it's like, oh, this happened and that happened, right?
Right.
And it's going to come easier.
Exactly. And having patience with yourself, but also having patience with the people around you, because they don't understand. They don't understand the disease. They don't understand what you're going through. People will say, well, one won't kill you, but when you're trying to work hard to reverse this number, like, again, discipline, having patience with yourself and having patience with the people around you, and just having that willpower to say no, like, I'm doing this for myself to get healthy. And it's hard, you know, when you get that peer pressure around you and other people are eating things that you maybe want to eat too, but you can do it.
I love that.
You can do it.
I love that. Yeah. And I think people need to hear that, right? Like, to be patient with people around you. Sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating when people are pushing you to eat something, but just be patient with them, but also have confidence that you can do it, right?
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that. Aside from A1C, is there any other results that you see that may not be numerical? Has there been any other experience that you've been seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. I've noticed a change in my body composition, and I've noticed I lost a lot of weight. I lost 30 pounds, believe it or not.
Wow, that's amazing. That's huge.
Yes. So I lost the weight. I am experiencing new energy levels, a discipline that I didn't know I had. I don't snack all day anymore. I don't eat after 7. I'm sleeping better. I feel that has also helped me, because before I knew that I had the high A1C, and before I started working on reversing this number, I was tired all the time. I get home from work and all I want to do is sit on the couch. Like, I want to do anything, and then I want to eat, and I want to snack on popcorn and chips. And now I get home and I'm able to cook dinner and clean up and do some chores around the house. And I do my walking now, because you guys coach too, you know, doing 10-15 minute walks after dinner and lunch, and 30-minute walks in the morning. So now I'm being more active, and that's been helping a lot too. So yeah, that's basically the answer to that question.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's cool because audience don't know this, but when I turn on the camera with Jessica, I was like, you're so pretty. And I think I just see your glow. And I didn't know that you lost 30 pounds. That's huge. And, you know, I think I just see that energy without you even sharing that. It just comes through you, which I think is amazing. And I'm glad that you're able to have more energy. Honestly, I think that is just the biggest win for me. It's not the numbers. I mean, obviously it's to better your health, but having that energy, imagine how much more you can do. do in life, right? Do you have any plans with your newfound energy, any future endeavors that you want to pursue?
Just happy to have this new energy just because, you know, when I get home from work, I don't want to just sit on the couch now. I'm able to do, again, chores. I used to leave the chores for the weekend when I was off, but now I'm able to like do little chores around the house after work. And now I don't, my weekends, they're not filled up with chores. I started working out. I did not have energy to work out. I just started personal training sessions this week.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I did not have motivation or the energy. I've tried to work out in group training sessions in the past, and I just would drop out because I'm like, I'm too tired. I'm not going. But now I have this energy. I'm excited to go. I'm excited. You know, I lost all the weight, so now I'm ready to like build some muscle and look good. And I have the energy to do that, and I'm looking forward to it now.
I love that. I love that. It sounds like you're enjoying a new era in your life. I love that.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. And one last thing. What would you say to someone who's on the fence about reversing diabetes, would you say?
I would say do it and lean towards doing it because it will change your life and you want to be able to live a nice quality life without the need of medications and without the need of maybe having to be put on insulin, because that just masks the disease and it doesn't get to the root cause. And you can reverse it. You can do it with the patience and discipline and the help with a program like this one. You can do it. And I saw results in 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Because I started in January.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's so cool because our program is 6 months long, but you're already seeing results halfway through.
Yes,
right? You
exactly.
still have another 3 months, and that's where, you know, we can help you make sure we're able to hone this in for life and, you know, to get to the 4 number that you mentioned, right? So I am just extremely proud of you. It's so cool just to see you in this journey as well, from start to, I want to say finish, but it's not finished, but in the middle of it, right, you already got your A1C to a normal level. So super proud of you. Is there anything else that you wanted to add before we end?
I think too, the other thing that kind of helped me was getting a CGM. So I wear a CGM because I have a needle phobia, which is another reason why I don't want to get on insulin, right? If I had to, I wasn't there yet, but it could have led up to that. Again, because the medicine only masks the disease and not help get to the root cause. So that's another thing.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Like getting a CGM, and I know Coach Kara always talk about it too, but it gives you a lot of data into what we can do to not just reverse your insulin resistance, but also balance your insulin levels and improve your insulin sensitivity as well. So that's a very important part too. It'll give us a lot of data. Again, you know, it's up to people. You know, you don't like CGM, you can also do the finger pricking. If you don't like to do the finger pricking, you can do the CGM. But I love that you shared that because it also, we love it when we're able to get a lot of data to give you feedback that way. So proud of you. I know you were newly diagnosed, but you're able to take it by the horn and reverse it. So super grateful for you. Do let me know if you need anything. And for those of you who are watching and if you're wondering what is insulin resistance, you know, what is she talking about? Make sure you watch the free training. Link is in the description. But thank you so much, Jessica. I really appreciate you.
And if anyone's wondering if they should do the program, yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you so much for supporting us and for doing this. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.